Okay, this one is something awful. Now, I, there's sometimes when you can use these two words, something awful, and it will be like a noun phrase, like something awful happened to me last night. But this is an adverb, okay, and it's tacked on to the end of a sentence, and it means badly, okay, very bad, okay. So it's I had a hard time finding examples of it, right? But everyone will understand you, trust me. And they say it a lot where I grew up, but I've also heard British people say it. Okay, so let's just give give you some examples. Intensely or extremely badly. Okay, something awful. So okay, he wants to get out of there means uh, maybe his apartment that he hates, right? He wants to get out of there something awful, but he just doesn't have the money. Okay? Something awful. See, that's not a noun, right? It's describing his his want, right? It's describing the way that he wants to get out of there something awful. Okay, here we go. After I ate at that restaurant, my stomach started hurting something awful. And this is actually one of my strongest expressions that I use if I want to say, like if I'd say my stomach started hurting terribly. No, something awful is worse. Okay, those kids bullied him something awful. So when I was in high school, there was a kid. Um, his name was Craig Ferguson, and he never hurt anybody. He was just he was retarded, right? And he just sort of was existed there. He would be standing there, and he never could follow any of the directions of the teacher or anything, but he was there. But I can remember that the kids bullied him something awful, right? And I stuck up for him a couple of times, and I don't know how I was able to do it. I don't know, but there were bigger kids, that were bullying him, and I said, "Hey, man, that's not cool. Don't do that." They bullied him something awful. Anyway, that's just my little story. Um, so those kids bullied him something awful. Uh, okay, this is the one that I pulled off of the internet. He missed her something awful when she went away uh, on a business trip or whatever. He missed her something awful when they broke up, right? Uh, or this could be a boyfriend or girlfriend. It could be a pet, right? Well, he missed her something awful. Okay, I failed that class something awful. I failed that test something awful, right? And so anyway, it's useful. Yeah, it's very useful. Okay, so I will talk to you on the next idiom.